Welcome back to the Barrel Talk Podcast. This is episode 111. Joined with Connor Carson's Nick Gwynn on the call. How we doing?
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro?
Back with some more best bets. It's been like about a week or so since we didn't do it.
I've been hooping recently.
Yeah, how's like we're all in the betting group chat. How's like
Are you still in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're back.
yeah.
I took a leave of absence for about 2 days, and then you took a leave of absence for about a day.
And then I found out ESPN drops new sports book, so we had free coin.
Crazy. You'd think that they would have had one by now.
Yeah.
Like when betting became a thing. Like ESPN would be like, okay, we should probably have that. But I think they did something with Barstool, and that's how they got it.
Yeah.
So they gave if you guys don't know, ESPN bet $200 free. I was like, oh.
For $50 separate bets.
And if you have a Barstool account, you just use that account. And that's what I did. So I bet on some like Arabian basketball or something to get my money. I won that bet too. Won like another $7. I was like, that's cool. And then just attacked the slate last night and went 4 for 4 on free bets. And that was pretty good. I turned $200 free dollars into $150 real dollars. So that was pretty good.
So I went 1 for 4. Got hooked on the De'Aaron Fox one when we were watching it. De'Aaron Fox goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line and then gets the assist, so he ends up with 33. I needed 33.5 P&A. That hurt. I just don't, in like betting in general, it's just like whatever I bet on, it's either just an absurd blowout or like the opposite happens. Like I had a parlay, 2 legs for cat rebounds and Anthony Edwards. So it's not like I'm not doing my research. These plays should hit. Anthony Edwards over 26.5 against the Suns, who are mid to below mid defensive team. Like looking at that, you would think it's free. I look at the score at halftime. They're down fucking 30. Yeah. I'm like, how are they down 30? And they're the number 1 ranked defense in all of basketball. Without Bradley Beal, only Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. They both had 30.
Well, I knew something sus was going on with the Timberwolves when they only beat you guys by 3. I was like, something might be not clicking with them all the way because you guys got Clay and Dre out of there. And then Steph already wasn't playing, and they still only won by 3.
Yeah.
Like that. Then I was like, thinking of the Suns the next day. I was like, I'm gonna stay away from that game. But what did I have? So I had Keegan Murray last night. It was I think 8.5 RNA. Snagged a late rebound with like 45 seconds left, and that's how he hit it over. I had Tatum RNA. He grabbed like a late rebound with like 45 seconds left. Snagged that. And then I had like a college under for first half, and then an electric hockey bet that fucking Oilers and Kraken over 6.5. They went to overtime 3-3, so I just won no matter what. So I was cool with that. And
the $150 free bet I did hit was Trae Young over 9.5 assists.
He had like
17.
He had like 17.
He had 17. That was free. That had cashed in like the third quarter. I'm like, why didn't I just ladder that? But it is what it is.
I'm not a fan of ladders. I don't do it.
See, it sounds a lot better than what it actually is.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're laddering something, like, say, Trae Young's assist, like, you go from, like, he needs 10, then you go to, like, 12.
It's 10, 12, 14, 16.
So you're thinking about it like that, but, like, all it takes in the NBA is legit a 5-minute span where everything goes wrong and then your bet could possibly be dead.
My biggest profit day this year so far is the one day I put down a ladder. It was Mitchell Robinson rebounds. He ended up with 16.
Oh, shit.
I put like 10 on his regular and then like up to 14 I did. That's the only one I made in a hit, but I haven't made one since.
And like I'm just not trying to spend like $20 on like 3 bets of one single person. Like that's just not what I'm trying to do. Like I'm not trying to go $10 on his normal line. Then it's like, all right, let me do $5 on him to get 14, then $2.50 on him to get 16.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a fan of that.
I feel like I'm making.
I'd rather just put $50 on his original line.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like either blowouts or I'm looking and the dude's like 2 for 13.
Yeah, Kuzma last night.
Kyle Kuzma.
See, like, it's not that, like, I know I'm making good plays. I'm doing my research. It's just like, it would be this, hit 7 out of the last 10 or 11 or whatever, and then all of a sudden, great, phenomenal matchup, the worst ranked defense in the league, and they strapped up that game. He went for like 2 for 14.
Well, that's how it always is. Everything looks good on paper before it actually starts. Yeah. Like, and then the game starts and you're like, fuck. Like usually I can tell if a bet is gonna hit in the first quarter.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, if he has like, if I need like 10 assists from LaMelo or something, and he has like 1 at the end of the first quarter, we're probably fucked.
See, even Trae Young started the game out. He had 4 in the first quarter.
Yeah, right there you're like, okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Like he had his first 3 in the first 2 minutes.
Well, then you know that like his teammates are like on. They're like, okay, they're actually scoring. And that one time that LaMelo only had 5 assists, he had 28 potential assists. I don't remember who that was against, but like we were on it, me and Will, and he couldn't get it. So then I attacked it the next day, and he smashed it. He had like 11. He only needed like 8. So
see, like
everything's been going pretty good for me.
I'm up and down. Like day to day, it kind of sucks, but I'm up on the month. I'm up on the month way now. Like I want to say like 250, 300 last month. I'm still up like around 50 to 100 this month. Like I'm not going historically like losing a hell of bread. It's just like some days where I'll have like 2-3 units on this play, and then like all of a sudden it just goes to shit because of a blowout.
Mine will usually be like I'll make like 2 or 3 3-leg parlays, and like 2 of them will miss, but then that third one will just smack, and I'll end up like a profit on the day. And I had a really bad ending to October. Like I was down like $250 within the week, and I got smoked in college football. And I've come to the conclusion I am just not gonna bet college football really anymore, or I'm not gonna spend as much money on college football, because I'll probably still bet it. Like it's gonna be on Saturday nights, like, but I don't know. I am not a college football guy. I can't do it. It just so much fluky shit happens.
See, even I had a bad end to October, but I mean I was still up 145 on the month, and then this month I'm still up. I'm up $22 on the month.
I think I'm up like $250 now, or $260.
I think I'm up like $5 this month.
Yeah, you want
I'll go up like $60 and then go 2 straight days of losing 20.
That 5 gold doubloons yesterday.
Yeah, I was up 5 doubloons yesterday. That was fire.
Up is up.
Yeah.
Up is up. I love our group chat because it ain't no.
We always just say at the end like how much we're up or down, and no one just says anything.
Yeah. But back with our best bets, we can start out with some of the bets that we do have out tonight, which for this episode will drop tomorrow. Talking about tonight's slate, NFL. There wasn't really any props for basketball because it usually doesn't come out till like the morning or a couple hours prior to the games. But I have some plays for tonight, football games, basketball plays, and I got some picks for Sunday. So
I don't have anything like locked in. I make all my bets on Sunday. Like those are my football ones. Like Sunday morning when I wake up for that early game or whatever, and then I'll make all my shit. So I'll probably just say like my leans and stuff or what I think, maybe some props. But I have one, or I guess I technically have 3 plays tonight. I don't know when this is going to go out, so sorry if these all hit.
This is going to be tomorrow morning.
Okay.
It sucks because our schedule, the timing we do this, and we're all free to do it.
So I've been like, my unit sizing is like going down like slowly, because like I'm scared that I'm on like a heater right now. So one of these days I'm going to get fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
So, and I'm waiting for it. So I had a 3-leg $15 parlay. It was Tyler Boyd over 40.5 yards tonight. I think that should be way easy. Tyler Boyd's going to be matched up against the secondary corner from the Ravens. They're probably going to have to pass the ball a lot being down. I don't think their run game is really going to work. So I think Joe Burrow is going to have to pass the fuck out of the ball. The second lock of the night. College basketball. So I was playing on Twitter. I was like, it's interesting. This guy I've been following, he's been pretty hot on college basketball. It was Mizzou and Minnesota first half under like 71.5. I know nothing about that. I have there's no sell job. It's just I just took it. I just put it in the lay. And then the final leg was Chet rebounds and assists. I'm pretty sure it was 9.5. Like I think that's a guarantee. It's 9.5. I know
the line moved. It's
10.5 now.
And that's what scared me off.
So,
I was like, he would need to get either, because his assist line's at 2.5.
I think he's gonna get the rebounds pretty easily. I think you guys are probably just gonna be shooting the fuck out of the ball because that's just what you guys do. So, and it's scary because the Thunder are like a kind of everybody gets rebounds team.
That's what's scary.
So I hope that Chet can kind of just like, he still gets his. I mean, he still gets like 7-8 rebounds. So I'm not like too concerned about that. I think he can easily get that. So that was my lay. Again, I would also be on fucking Mikal Bridges rebounds and assists. I don't hate that. I can't remember what it was at. I think it was 8.5 or 9.5. I don't know. No Cam Thomas. I think he's going to be the focal point. He might have to be dishing off and stuff. I don't know how many rebounds he really gets, but I think he can hit it.
I can start off with mine. Going into Thursday Night Football, Gus Edwards over 45.5 rushing with how the Ravens run the ball. I like this. The Bengals are 30th in the league against the rush. And I think I like his attempts too. It was also at 10.5. And once he gets to the goal line, it's damn near a free touchdown.
I like the attempts. The attempts was interesting.
Joe Burrow, like you said earlier, is gonna have to pass the fuck out the ball because I think they're gonna really shut down Joe Mixon in that run game. Over 36.5. We got bumped up to 37.5 on FanDuel.
The attempts.
Pass attempts. I still think it's free. Hit out 4 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10, and then Bengals are really good at the quick game. A lot of those quick short passes. I think he'll easily get this. Probably over like 40 in my opinion. I have Mikal Bridges under.
That's crazy.
31.5 PRA. I'm really switching it up. I think unders are gonna be my thing now.
No,
everybody in our group
gross.
chat, I think unders are gonna be my thing. They're just hitting. I bet Mikal Bridges under a couple days ago and it hit, and that was only his points against the Celtics. Playing Miami, which 7th in points allowed. Very good defense. No Cam Thomas, like you say, he's gonna have the focal point, but he's going to draw all the offensive attention from the Miami Heat. So I like the under there. An over I have, it's gross. It's gross. But it's over 25.5 receiving yards for Odell. He can damn near get this in one catch. He's hit 8 out of his last 10 games. All the attention is going to be on Andrews. I think if Odell can just get 2 receptions, he will hit this prop. And then my last one for tonight's slate, for basketball, I do like Dario Saric over 11.5. And then Kevon Looney over 17.5 points and rebounds. Hit 8 out of the last 10 games without Draymond Green. OKC allows the 27th most rebounds amongst NBA teams in the league. So those are my plays for tonight. Some other plays I have for the weekend. I only have 3 for Sunday right now with all the lines out. Austin Eckler, like we were talking about before, his rushing and receiving over 96.5. And that's,
is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, and great matchup for the Chargers in a bounce back spot. Packers are horrible against the run this year. Another one is Terry McLaurin over 59.5 receiving, hit 4 out of the last 5. Giants are middle of the pack in terms of receiving yards per game. Terry McLaurin smashed this line in all of those games except for the one last week against the Seahawks. And then A.J. Brown, Monday Night Football, over 85.5 receiving yards. Line's still fucking super low, even with the Chiefs having a 5th-ranked defense with yards allowed.
I don't know what I'm going to do about that game. That game is going to be very odd.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to be.
I just think it's hit 7 out of the last 10 games. Even with KC's defense being as good as it is this year, I think 85.5 is still just too low, especially when he can get it damn near all in one play almost. And he's just been eating.
He's not going to get in one play.
And he's just been fucking eating. I mean, it's more so to the point where you just take his over until it doesn't hit with how he's been playing. So those are really all my bets that I have so far. We'll definitely be posting on Twitter as well. But
I mean, Chargers -3. Chargers -3 might be like ultra nuke whale.
Chargers -3 is nice. That's the one I was looking at. Cowboys -10.5.
I can't believe the Packers are only laying 3. That's so crazy. What'd you say?
You might as well just nuke Cowboys -10.5. Put everything on it because we're gonna win by more than 10.
Yeah, you guys are probably gonna beat the piss out of them.
I think that's a crazy low line.
11, yeah.
But
unless.
Nah, sneaky play tonight. Rashad Bateman, anytime touchdown. Yep.
Is that the sharp play of the day?
That's what we on tonight. That's it. That's the sharp play, plus 500 on FanDuel. That's just who's going to score it. Everyone's going to be on Mark Andrews. It's not his week.
I mean, is Titans +7? Is that a trap? Or is Jags -7 a trap?
I think the Jaguars have entered no bet territory.
I say, is that a trap game?
They might be.
I feel like that should be more. 7?
At home?
At home? Against Will Levis?
It's the Jags, though. The Jags choose.
That's a trap. That's a trap.
Jags pick and choose when they want to be good.
I might hammer it.
It is.
It's a trap, but I might hammer it.
So I might
the Titans' defense
plus Cowboys
has been really bad. Man. All right, hold on. So this lay, what would this lay be looking like? Okay, see this 3-legger right here. I love it. I want everything to do with this right here. Chargers -3, Jags -7, Cowboys -10.5. And then, you know what? Might as well just go to the late game. Actually, might as well throw in Bears money line. Let me stop.
In Detroit?
Yup.
Right.
The over-under is 47.5 in the Bears game. That is a lot of fucking points. But already looking at this game, they don't have any player props out for the Bears-Lions game. But
it's a Montgomery anytime
everyone
touchdown.
on the Lions, everyone. It does not matter who you bet on. It will hit. Probably an Amon-Ra game.
Could be.
I would say it's an Amon-Ra game. And then I like Terry McLaurin a lot, actually. 59.5. I think he can get like 100 against the fucking Giants. And then I don't touch anything on the Giants offense. That's a given. Unless you're betting on Saquon's attempts. Because this motherfucker is only going to run the ball.
No, I mean, they got blown out to the point where like he didn't hit his attempts.
His rushing attempt is 19.5. 20 rushing attempts Saquon Barkley would have to have for you to hit that bet. He might have 8 on the first drive. Like, that shit is so crazy. It's so crazy how bad the Giants are.
Yeah, like I said on the football episode, like a team that looked on paper like they got better in the offseason.
Is Eagles plus 2.5 a trap? I know they're in KC, but
I don't know.
Like, Eagles are 8-1 and they're the underdogs.
That's something I need to sleep on Sunday night.
In KC though.
Yeah, but like I don't think I give a fuck. I think I might
say that Swift's gonna be there.
Oh,
they said the whole family's gonna be there.
Yeah, so
the whole fam finna be there. Like they got Mama Kelsey, Mama Kelsey,
and they're both off of bye. So
shit, I don't know. I lean Travis Kelsey everything.
Yeah, but
Travis Kelsey to score 3+ touchdowns is plus 2,500.
But Nick, are we ready to get into the starts and sits?
Oh yeah,
go ahead. Fantasy football. All right. So it's been a minute since we've done this. Started off Jordan Addison versus the Broncos. This does have an asterisk. I think he's going to eat regardless, but if Jefferson plays, I think Jefferson's going to get a lot of attention in his first game back on primetime.
Who do you guys play next week?
The Raiders.
Could come
the Bears.
Back. Oh,
the Bears.
Oh, yeah, we play you guys on Monday.
Yeah, we play you guys on Monday.
He might come back then.
What the fuck?
He might come back then. I was going to say maybe they wait another week, but, I mean...
I think he's going to come back Sunday.
You don't want to rush it, though. It's his hamstring.
He said it's really up to him.
It probably is up to him. So he'll probably just play if it's up to him.
So this is more so if Jefferson plays, I think he's a must start either way, especially if you need to. We're getting to that point in the fantasy football season where like you're in a must. Yes, you have to. So this mainly Jefferson's going to draw a ton of attention. Jordan Addison could eat. T.J. Hawkins has been eating. Jordan Addison could fly under the radar and have like a monster day. Probably get in the end zone.
That would be my start. I'd replace Addison with Hawkinson.
Yeah.
But I think Hawkinson, that's an obvious one.
I
think that's an obvious start.
For my starts and sits, I try to be like more not obvious. Yeah. Next one, kind of correlating with my betting pick, Terry McLaurin versus the Giants. Still is like putting up great numbers, especially when I see him on most people's benches. Next one I do have is Kyler Murray versus the Texans.
I hate that.
I think Kyler Murray is going to be sitting on a lot of teams' benches, and people are going to be scared too because of him. Because of his injury history and everything else. But Texans, most of these games, a lot of points are being scored. So I feel like Kyler Murray, with the ability on the ground and throwing the ball, he could have a monster day fantasy-wise. And he already did. First game off the ACL injury, already had put up like 17 points last week. Next one I have is Christian Kirk. Even with them getting absolutely annihilated by the Niners last week, he still had a serviceable week, put up over 100 yards, 11 targets, 6 receptions, put up 14.4 fantasy points respectively, and then even bounce back spot against the Titans at home in division. And it seems like Calvin Ridley's taking like that back seat from what our perspective is, because I have him in a lot of leagues. Christian Kirk has been the one that's eating out of the receivers, him and Evan Ingram. And then the other start I have for my last one is Devin Singletary versus the Cardinals. Cardinals are very bad against the run. He had 30 rushing attempts last week versus the Bengals. He's really taken over that spot, and then Dameon Pierce is questionable going into this week. So if he had 23 fantasy points last week, and if he even gets half those carries, he probably gets in the end zone.
Has Dameon Pierce been hurt? Is that why he's not? Has he been playing?
He was hurt.
Okay,
yeah, he was hurt.
I was gonna say I couldn't just believe that Devin Singletary just stole the starting job from him.
He's been hurt, and then he's only rostered in 59% of leagues. So I definitely think if you're in a spot against a favorable matchup against the run, I think he's worth a flex start.
He did very good for me last year.
Running back spots.
Last year, Devin Singletary was my guy.
But so I got Jordan Addison, Terry McLaurin, Kyler Murray, Devin Singletary, and Christian Kirk for my starts this week.
I like it. Okay.
So who the hell should I take out of my lineup, Nick?
Bro, there's some guys. Last week there was Rachaad White had a good week last week. He had a little 40-yard touchdown, and you might have to rely on him to start. But if you have some other pieces, I would consider going with them. They are going up against the 49ers defense this week. And the 49ers defense, we saw what they just did to the Jaguars. Rachaad White gets a lot of usage, but he's not the most efficient. He might get you some stuff out of the backfield, but I'm not going to be relying on that. I do think Baker's going to have to pass a lot, but I think he's going to rely on his receivers in the pass game more. And K. Dotton's doing a lot better recently. So I would stay away from Rachaad White. I don't think he's going to get very many attempts. Then I'm going to go with James Cook from the Bills. The Bills are in a weird spot. Just fired their OC. Got a new one now. That backfield is being very weird. They just added Leonard Fournette. Got Latavius Murray. James Cook's snap percentage is going down. And they're going up against the Jets defense. So, not a good matchup.
True.
So, if you can, I would sit James Cook. Do not think he'll have a good day for you. And to stay with the Bills, for God's sake, I'm not starting Gabe Davis. Ever again. Going up against DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner.
Are they at
terrible match?
Are they at home?
I don't know.
They're in Buffalo because the first game was in New York.
Okay, so I know there's a stat. I know we're not big on stats, but Gabe Davis at home averages 70 receiving yards and only averages like 20 away.
Is it really that big of a split?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he just gets big plays when they're at home for some reason. And even against the Broncos, I think he had like 60 or 50 something. So that's just a stat. I'm throwing it out there.
I hear you.
I don't hate it because he is wishy-washy.
He's very wishy-washy.
I will say if you have better options.
If
you have better options.
I'll throw a stat back at you.
Okay.
The Jets defense have given up one touchdown to wide receivers all year and are giving up the fewest receiving yards.
One touchdown to receivers.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
It's what I saw on the fucking page.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
They've lost. They have like 4 losses. Or 5 losses now.
There's
no way.
Wide receiver. I don't know.
Huh. I might have to go back and look at that.
I find this stat. You know what? I don't have a source. But I found it. I found it from an online source, so I'm not the source.
You know, I might fact check that right now.
Yeah, fact check that for me. But yeah, I'm still sitting Gabe Davis. I don't care that he has 70 yards, averages 70 yards at home.
Okay,
I'm not taking up against DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner. And then I'm going with Trevor Lawrence, man.
Ooh.
My guy, my Jags. 9 touchdowns, 10 turnovers on the season. What are we doing?
Is it 10?
Because of that, 10 turnovers. He has 7 interceptions, but he has 3 fumbles.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10 turnovers. 9 touchdowns. Like, he's just playing like shit. That's it. So I'm just sitting. I actually drafted Trevor Lawrence in a lot of leagues. I have him in probably 4 or 5 leagues. And I'm sitting him. I'd rather just play like Geno. There's a lot of guys I'd rather play over Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Even though he does have a plus matchup at home against the Titans.
Fuck, he might be onto something.
I'm not trusting him.
You might be onto something with this stat.
Let's go.
I'm looking at him, I was like, tight end, running back, rushing in. Like, I'm not seeing no wide receivers. So there's a running back.
I saw that. I was like, damn. If that's
tight end. Yeah, there's crazy. Like that. Okay. My bad.
Let's go.
I believe it because I'm not seeing.
Thank you.
Like everything is a tight end against them. like tight ends just fucking eat against them. I guess.
So it's a Dalton Kincaid kind of.
Dalton Kincaid.
I guess like Farrell Brown had a touchdown. Who the hell is that? Man, all right. What was the one wide receiver against you guys? No, it wasn't. What the fuck?
Who is the one wide receiver?
I don't know. I can't find it. It was week 1. It was fucking Stephon Diggs.
That makes sense.
I looked at your guys'. You have 2 backup tight ends get touchdowns.
Jesus.
That's crazy. All right, you know ball.
There we go.
Or that whatever that stat is, knows ball, because that's
set all those guys. And I'd probably set Calvin Ridley too, because that motherfucker just ain't doing nothing.
Calvin Ridley might be a permanent sit until I see some crazy shit from him.
But to wrap up the episode, back with our pick'ems. Starting out Thursday Night Football, Bengals at Ravens. Where are we going with it?
I'm going to take Bengals plus 3.5 because I think now, will the Ravens win? Probably. They will probably win. But the Ravens look very ugly on primetime games. They're losing games they shouldn't lose. And I think this is going to turn into one of those primetime under games. It's a divisional game. So I'm going to go full on Bengals to cover.
Okay. I'm going Baltimore money line. That's just my Ravens.
Yeah.
I think I would also go Baltimore money line. I think that defense is going to be a little bit of trouble.
Y'all not taking that 3.5?
No.
No, I don't want to touch that 3.5.
Scared ass.
No. Chargers at Packers.
Chargers minus alternate spread 6.5.
Chargers money line.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers minus 3. If they can't cover this, they're ass.
We need to have different conversations.
Yeah.
Titans at Jacksonville.
This is a trap. It's a trap. I talked about it.
Spread is
This is a trap.
7.
This is a trap.
Weird.
I wouldn't even hate buying it. Now you can buy it down to 6.5 to just like avoid the push if it does hit. But like, I think I just lay the push. Like a push is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
People need to know that if you push, it's not. Some people are like, yeah, I'd rather lose than tie. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? You'd be like, what is wrong with you? But I would go Jags minus 7. I think this is a bounce back spot from them getting their ass kicked last week.
I'm also going Jags.
Me as well. I'd stick with my boys in Jacksonville.
7 does seem in division like
Very odd. And Will Levis could get it going.
Yeah, you never know. Raiders at Miami. Miami's minus 12.5.
Fuck.
I'm going Raiders spread. Dolphins will win, but I think they definitely cover 12.5.
The Dolphins just beat up on these bad teams. That's the thing.
This
is a new Raiders team.
This is a new Raiders team. This is a new Raiders team.
I think I'm going to take Dolphins spread, but if the Raiders cover, I will not be shocked.
Yeah, I think the Raiders cover, but Miami's going to win the game.
Yeah, I'll go Miami spread.
This is an interesting spread for this next game. Cowboys at Panthers.
All of it. Give me all the Cowboys.
Cowboys are only minus 10.5.
Crazy. I would alternate spread minus 13.5.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's on the road.
Who cares? Fuck the Panthers.
Who knows?
Micah Parsons might have 3 or 4 sacks.
I'm going obviously the Cowboys, but the spread's a little weird. Next game, Cardinals at Texans.
This is an interesting game.
Texans are minus 4.5.
What's the over under?
48.5.
What the fuck?
God damn.
They know ball. Damn, I didn't expect it to be that high. It's almost 50 points, bro.
I'll take the Texans spread.
I think I'm gonna take the Texans.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans.
I lay some juice on that over. I think there's gonna be a lot of throwing going on. There's gonna be I could see the Cardinals are not gonna run the fucking ball. Like they are not gonna run. If the Texans do run the ball, like Devin Singletary's been eating, like I can see them doing really good. Mm-hmm. I think both those defenses might get shredded.
Could happen. I'm also going Texans though. Next game, Jesus.
Just the Bears?
Steelers at Browns.
Wow, what a fucking snoozer.
Over unders 32.5.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's insanely low.
That's insane for an NFL game.
I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, I think I'm going Steelers as well.
Just because they have the quarterback in this game.
Yeah.
Well, how much better is Kenny Pickett really from PJ Walker?
Okay. But PJ Walker's not playing.
Oh yeah, it's Dorian. Fuck. I think PJ Walker will come in. if they start doing bad. I think they'll do bad. I don't know. I think I like the Browns.
The
Browns.
Steelers just find ways to win games.
It's in Cleveland, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Browns.
I'm going Steelers.
I think the Steelers are going to come out and probably not have over 100 total yards in the first half.
Would you put money on the under?
The under? I would not even come close to that. I would go over.
32.5.
I would go over just to see if it hit. Actually, I would bet the over to see it go under. To just see how cool it would be.
Nick, who you got?
I think I like the Browns now.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. DTR gonna come out and he gonna come out spraying.
I'll give DTR the only benefit he gets is that the first game that they played the Ravens, and he looked like shit.
Yeah.
So and the Ravens didn't even actually handle them.
Yeah.
And I think he had like 3 turnovers or something, and the game was still close. So I think he could. He's playing like another top defense, but the Ravens defense obviously a lot better than the Steelers. So I don't know, I think I like the Browns.
Giants at Commanders.
Commanders. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Giants might not win another game for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Bears at Lions.
Yeah.
Lions are -7.5 at home.
Yeah.
Is Justin Fields gonna be playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is playing.
Give me the Lions spread.
Oh.
Give me Lions money line. In division, could fuck around and be close for no reason.
We'll see over under.
47.5.
Take the over.
You guys can't score.
The Lions will score 30 themselves. We can score.
A touchdown? Is that what?
We'll score more than a touchdown.
Okay.
We'll probably score 20 points. It's just we'll give up 40. That's the problem.
My guess is 31-17.
Yeah. I would say 34-20. Like, we just get fucking mollywopped.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Lions. This is just...
Yeah, the
Lions. Jesus. Tampa Bay at Niners. Niners are -11.5.
Ooh.
The Niners cover. The Niners
Aker, though?
The Niners are gonna beat the shit out of the Buccaneers on Sunday.
Aker though?
No.
We'll see over under.
Alright.
41.5.
That over will hit. That's a guarantee over.
Yeah, give me the Bucs spread.
Yeah, the Bucs could cover, but I don't think they will because this is going to come down to Baker basically just being scared in the pocket, and I think he's going to end up making some bad decisions. It's because that front rush is going to get to him very fast.
Yeah.
I know the Bucs O-line isn't shit, but I think that they're not going to be able to run the ball at all, and then they're going to have to be one-dimensional, and they're going to get screwed over.
Next game, Jets at Buffalo. Bills are -7. Over under is 40.
Now don't let them lose this game.
Give me the Bills. -7.
Is this a bounce back spot? Jets always play them tough.
Should be.
Jets play them tough.
Thankfully it's not a primetime game. That's all I can say.
Is this just a classic? They just take care of the Jets because the Jets won
I think they'll
earlier
just
in the
beat
season.
them. I could see them beating them by 7. I think that could push. It could come down to a Jets final drive, and then the Bills kind of just stop them.
Next game could be a heater. I don't know if Matthew Stafford is playing or not.
No idea.
Seahawks at Rams. Seahawks are -1.
I mean, if it's only -1, I'm guessing he's playing. So I would probably go Seahawks still.
Yep, he's playing. They have his line.
Yeah.
So
it's in LA?
Yeah.
That's why it's 1.
Give me the Rams. Geno hasn't really looked the best.
I'm still going Seahawks. I think they're going to handle them, actually.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks.
I can't believe that's 1.
I'm going Rams.
I think they're just a lot better.
I'm going Rams at home. Sunday Night Football. Vikings at Broncos.
Jesus Christ.
Two teams, two of the hottest teams in the NFL.
Is it in Denver?
Yeah.
We will not be watching.
I will be watching.
In Denver is
my Vikings.
What's the spread?
What's the line again?
It's 3.5, isn't it?
It's Broncos -2.5.
2.5.
Damn it, give me the Vikings money line.
Damn.
Did I just hear Nick Gwynn pick the Vikings?
You did.
I'd flip a coin on this one.
Fucking Broncos. Broncos are just.
It's just like I don't care. Like one of these teams is gonna win. Just know that.
If Justin Jefferson plays, I think we win.
I don't even care.
Is this a tie game?
No.
No,
Y'all could
stop.
Y'all could tie.
It's Vikings. It's Vikings money line.
What are the odds?
It's Vikings money line and the over 42.5.
That Broncos defense stout.
Our defense has been better. We're gonna get to
Broncos
Russell Wilson.
defense is better though. It might be an under game. I think that's primetime under, man.
Mm-hmm.
This where we're gonna be like, all right, all the shine's gonna be on Dobbs, and he's not. I'm not saying he's gonna come out and put up like a stinker, but like, just they might not be able to move the ball as much as we thought. Like I think teams are starting to get some film on him now, so I think I don't know. But I still don't like the line. 2.5 is weird. I don't like that.
I'm going. If anything, I go our Viking spread.
I think I go Broncos money line. If I really had to pick one, gun to my head, I think I'm picking Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I get it. Monday Night Football, Super Bowl rematch. Eagles at Chiefs. Chiefs are -2.5.
I might watch this game on mute. Like I don't know if I can listen to everything going on. Like, oh man. I think I'm just gonna go the Eagles. And like if they lose, like they just lose. I don't know. Like I don't want the points. Keep the points. I want the Eagles money line.
I'm going.
Come on, you're gonna pick the Chiefs. Come on.
I'm going Eagles money line as well. I think the Eagles are gonna go in here, and they're kind of not gonna humble the Chiefs.
I think they can easily beat them.
I think here's what the world has come to in the NFL. People are sitting back. Taylor Swift is going to be at this game. The whole fam.
Yep.
Going to be at this game. They're like Travis Kelce, everything, right? That's what you want. That's what they want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
It's an A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts masterclass in KC, in Arrowhead to get the lick back from the Super Bowl. Give me Eagles money line. Keep the points. Nick, are you going Chiefs?
I got the Chiefs.
Pussy.
At home in Arrowhead. They gonna do it.
I think this game could show like the Eagles kind of being a step above the rest of the league if they go in there and like beat the Chiefs like by a touchdown at least. That would put them like I think ahead of a lot of the other teams in their conference for sure.
It'll be a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna happen though.
Right.
Go in and win by a touchdown in Arrowhead. It's not gonna happen.
That's all. Are me and you riding with money line?
I'm on the Eagles.
I'm on the Eagles as well. And
then if the Eagles lose, I'll just eat my words. Yeah. Like it is what it is.
But we'll see. Another interesting football in the works this weekend. But wrapping up our best bets for the week. Thank you guys for tuning into the Barrel Talk podcast. Hope to see you tuned in the future episodes.
Yep.